Alright, so you guys, this video is going to be about Dababy, not little baby, Dababy. And we already know it's about him, what he made comments about, pretty much trying to divide, isolate people who have AIDS or HIV and stuff like that. So let's just let's hear together what he said, okay? So let me make sure it's turned up.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if you like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas.
Lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this.
Yeah, keep it real.
Some of y'all suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
Alright, so y'all heard that, right? So I'm gonna tell you how I felt about it. Walking through it, right? So when he first says, if you don't got AIDS or HIV, put your hands up or whatever, blah blah blah. And you make you die in 3 weeks, da 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 da. That disease, da da, in such a nasty way. I felt like this, right? I didn't think it was guarded towards the gay community right away, the LGBTQ plus community right away. I felt like, and this is coming from someone who's gay, I didn't think that. I just thought about everybody who could get the disease because it's not a gay disease. Yes, it's true that they try, people who hate us or whatever, ignorant people, they try to associate that with just us and we're the problem and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, you got people like these rappers who live a very fast lifestyle and they hump around and having different babies and whatnot, and they can get the disease too and pass it on. And same thing with fast women. That's just that sometimes happens. So, but it is a stigma towards us, like we're the one. It's you. So some people right off the bat felt like it was them. For me personally, that wasn't what really did it. Then he talk about, the woman, if your kitty cat smell like water, yeah, it makes a noise. Okay, blah blah blah. Then fast forward, he says, and if you're not, and if you're a man and you're not in the parking lot sucking, you know what, another man's private part, make some noise. So when he said that, to me, I felt like, okay. And then his hype man was in the background saying, yeah, because a lot of y'all sus. And he said, yeah, so let's keep it real, da da da. So it's like, when he said that, then that's when I tied what he said in the beginning about the AIDS and HIV to gay people in a gay act. Because he had this feeling toward if you're not sucking in the parking lot. So it's like, well, where's this coming from? Like where is this coming from? And I feel like for me, I was wondering, does it have to? No, actually, I didn't wonder that right away. Well, yeah, I did. It did came to my mind shortly, but it got blocked out. I just thought he just spewing negativity, but it did came to my mind. Is this because that Lil Nas X performance? And he's in hip hop / R&B, I guess, / pop, I guess, and they feel some kind of way. Is this like that reaction towards that? And so, but I was just like, nah, maybe I'm just reaching. Lil Nas X ain't got nothing to do with this. So, he got backlash from this. Dababy got backlash and whatnot. And so he apologized and basically saying, he apologized. He didn't mean it that way, blase, blase, blase. And he says, anybody who done ever been affected, that's how he said, anybody who done ever been affected by AIDS, HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions on offending anybody, so my apologies. But the LGBT, he said, but the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you? Y'all business is y'all business. And then he tweeted, because you could tell he felt some kind of way, and for any brands, network, or artists that like to profit off of black rappers' influence on the culture without understanding it or having the patience to deal with what comes with the position we play in our culture, keep your money next time. Us ninjas, human too. So I guess I guess because the brands are dropping from him or whatever. For one, I heard, I forgot what the name is called. It's something that I never heard of before. Who's something, I can't remember what it was. It was someone I never heard before, but they dropped him because he giving these backhanded apologies. He's also, what he said, basically saying, oh, I'm impressed. I didn't mean it this way, blah, blah, blah. I'm impressed by y'all up in arms and stuff like that. Next time when the police kill a black man, I hope y'all be up in arms like that and show up and show out. Y'all not. Crying face emoji. First of all, what does this have to do with a cop killing a black person? And let's not act like cops, when cops do that, we don't show up and show out. Especially, when the mainstream media is on it, they do it all the time. So much so, someone as me who's all about accountability, I come out and say, no, this particular person put themselves in that situation. Like, you can't be fighting the cops and taking their weapons and trying to do stuff and expect not to get hurt. Like, sometimes that happens. So let's not act like black people, we don't show up and show out. Yes, we do. And sometimes we don't even need to be showing up and show out. We need to carry our behind at home. So I don't know what they have to do with anything. But he tried to deflect so people can focus on that and not what he said. But anyway, so he kind of back. It was kind of like this back and forth. He gave an apology. You could tell maybe his team told him to apologize, but then he didn't really want to. So it was kind of like a backhanded apology, and he just ranting off on Twitter. So then you got Captain Save Ho Ti jumping in the situation, right? Which, in my opinion, it confirmed further that it wasn't just the LGBTQ plus community that felt like it was towards them. It was also straight people who knew that what Dababy was doing was at a jab at the LGBTQ plus community. And I'm gonna tell you what he basically said. If Lil Nas X, this is Ti, if Lil Nas X can kick his ish, so should Dababy. Hashtag equality. Wait, what? First of all, what does Lil Nas, whether you like that type of performance because he's naked, half naked, dancing, and he kissed a man at the end, whether you like that type of performance, or when Madonna did it or whatever, you don't have to like those type of risky performances. Some people, it's not for them, and that's cool. I respect the ones who are at least consistent about it. They don't care if a man and a woman do it. They don't care if two women do it. They don't want to see that on a TV screen. I respect that for being consistent, okay? But for the ones who it's like it's okay for everybody else to get naked and you're not really saying nothing, or it's okay for people to talk about drugs, it's okay people to perpetuate the gang violence and all that stuff, and selling drugs and objectifying women and just degrading names and whatnot. I respect if you consistent on that, but if you let a lot of those stuff slide and then you start talking about, oh, it's about the kids and all this stuff, that's when I have a problem. That's when I know you on some BS. But Ti brought this situation up, and it's like it's not equal. A gay person being themselves gay and not being a typical artist, especially in the black community, by writing music about liking girls when he know he's gay, unlike some of your faves who's in the closet. He's out with it. And is he like a Sam Smith? No. Is he like a Frank Ocean? No. He's more like the boy version of a Rihanna. He sometimes get half naked or do controversial stuff. Again, if that's not for you, cool. That's your business. And every artist ain't for me either. That's not the problem. The problem is T.I., I feel like Ben like T.I. should just keep it real. Just say this. As a straight man, it makes me uncomfortable seeing a man in that light, especially in this genre of music, and especially a black man. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it. Boom. But when people start saying things like, oh, it's about protecting the kids. How? It's about protecting the kids, and people even go as far as say what's good for the culture. That's not, this is the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids. I'm sorry, but T.I., what kind of music have you been pushing towards the kids when you were a thing? Because right now your whole career is dust. So when you were a thing, what kind of music was you perpetuating? Disrespecting women, drug, talking about gang banging and stuff like that, and selling all of this, that, and the third, going to jail and prison and getting arrested. That's what you was pushing. Is that good for the children? No, but you steady pushing it. So I just feel like when T.I. stepped in, that really confirmed. It wasn't just LGBT people who felt like that was a jab to them. Obviously, T.I., a straight man, felt like it had something to do with gay people too, and he's taking a jab at gay people, because why would he bring Lil Nas X in? Being gay and someone being disrespectful about someone who contracted an STD that it's deadly is not 2 to 3 weeks. It's deadly, and with all kind of with medications, they can live a long life. But my thing is this: I don't care how you contract it. Even if you were being just promiscuous, yes, you are responsible for you, and you just gonna have to wear that. But I'm not gonna sit here and make fun of you for that. But there's some people who's faithful to their partner, but their partner's not faithful to them and bring back home a disease. A child can be born with it. You can have someone who had a drug habit, but kick their drug habit and find out they had it. Now, in these situations, do some of these bring it on themselves? Yes. Sometimes things happen though, and I don't think it's fun to make fun of them. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of things we kind of low key bring onto ourselves on how we eat, whether it's diabetes or whatever you die from. You got to get your leg cut off. You cancer because all this stuff that we keep eating, and sometimes we can prevent it. Are you gonna say, hey, if you don't got stage 2 cancer, make some noise? Yeah, yeah. We ain't want the people with cancer, stage 2, with that disease. Y'all finna die, stage 4. Now come on now. There's just no reason for it. It's disgusting. So even if you want to play that game and say, well, it wasn't guided towards, it doesn't matter. People, period. Like, why would you take that route? So whatever he gets, cancel and endorsement deals, I don't care. I feel no ways about him because in my opinion, he's slidden by so much from hitting women, his security beating on women, him jumping a man, and they all ganging up on one. The boy almost died. Talking about the baby. He's skating by many things. And people been screaming cancel, but they don't ever really cancel nobody. Yeah, he may get some effects. I don't know. I know Elton John also stepped in too. Yeah, Elton John stepped in and pretty much he just made a correction of when it comes to HIV and AIDS and just setting a record straight because he said it was misinformation. And you know everybody was just say, oh now that Elton John stepped in the building like the baby career, your career is done, it's over. I don't know about all of that, but maybe he'll take a little hit. But I don't think it's really over though. Do I listen to his music on YouTube? Yes. So if me giving him YouTube views put money in his pocket, I guess so. I don't, But do I make a purchase or buy? No, I'm not doing that. I never done that anyway, but I wouldn't do it, especially now. So and also he worked with Dua Lipa, and she said she was surprised and horrified by his homophobic rant and all of that, and I guess she may not work with him in the future, but that's my opinion on the situation. I feel like this is the fact that a black man, Lil Nas X, is in hip hop / R&B pop, whatever, and they feel some kind of way. They feel some kind of way about it only because he's flamboyant. If he was like a Frank Ocean, they wouldn't care too much because it's like not in our face, the flamboyant stuff and you know what I mean. So they're okay with a Sam Smith and a Frank Ocean, but someone like a Lil Nas X who's one of those out there type and just showing it, they feel some way about that. So comment in the comment section what you think about that. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, man. Comment in the comment section. All opinions are welcome. Even if you disagree with me, feel free to disagree. But don't be hateful and nasty and negative, y'all. You can say your opinion without being hateful, nasty, and negative. And all opinions are welcome. Thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get this conversation going, man. Tell me what your thoughts are. I appreciate it, and thanks for tuning in.